Hi, my loves. I hope you're well. I've had a week.
Get ready, it's the new edition, your favorite morning meditation. Hey, it's made part in my success. I'm a hot mess.
I'm working off of 2 different laptops right now because I have a new one, which is really exciting, which you'll see a whole little segment about. I filmed a little unboxing. I just got home from a dance class. I'm doing choreography for a holiday showcase, but I'm really excited to do a little unboxing of my new laptop, which got delivered today. Oh my god. So I got a 15-inch MacBook Air. I know. I've always been partial to the Pro as well. There's a very elitist part of myself that feels as though I have to have the Pro, and that's what I did for my college laptop. And apparently now, with the new chips and everything, it doesn't really matter anymore. And instead, I got a larger screen for cheaper on sale with the newer chip. Oh my god, I love it. It's so big. Oh my god, I'll show you it compared to my other one. The 13-inch, 13-inch MacBook Pro. There's like a solid amount of room there. And it's so much lighter than my laptop. We got this new charger. Ooh. Why do they keep changing the freaking charger input? Why is this one 2 USB-Cs but nothing else? Are they just changing things around for no reason, willy-nilly? I understand the MagSafe thing is like, if you pull your laptop, what if I was trying to pull my laptop over to me? Riddle me that. But I like this new look, and also it's not as clunky, and my freaking things are just hanging off the wall. Those giant blocks are like one moment away from just being absolutely decrepit. I haven't had to get rid of an old Mac before. This thing has been with me since my high school graduation. I got this exact color MacBook Pro because my best friend Francesca and all of my college roommates we're getting this MacBook Pro in this color. Growth. We got the MacBook Air because it is practical. And oh my god. Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. Hello. Hello to you too, Nihal. It's so nice. It smells so new. I'm so excited to get this set up and to have a laptop that actually works so that I can make you guys better episodes. And upgrades, people, upgrades. Woo! We're upping in technology. It's just gonna be so much faster and easier and better for my life and mental health. I also joined this platform called Podmatch, which matches up hosts with podcasts and guests and speakers and things. And so I'm gonna have some interesting guests coming up. You're gonna be like, May, who are these people? And I'm gonna be like, that's where I found them. And it's from Podmatch, and it's really exciting. And like, I have had some really interesting conversations, and I hope you enjoy them, even if you don't think they're maybe super relevant. This is about the creative process. We're here about all things creative. Anyway, Christmas is coming up. This week is my last week of work before the break, and I'm going to Florida. Me and my family. My boyfriend's family is also down there, so we're going together, and I'm really excited. His birthday's Christmas Eve too, so we're gonna spend it together and hang out and go to Busch Gardens and go to a football game. Sports. Also, I know that I'm saying I'm upgrading in equipment. I know you know, and we know, and I know. We're working really hard. I'm working so hard to make this as quality as humanly possible. But I am human, and I'm learning. So sometimes the lighting, the coloring is a little off. And I know that. I guarantee you any problem that you see, I fixated on for hours. And I also wonder how much of it people aren't even going to notice, and like me calling attention to it just makes it obvious, but also I think that's part of the process, because that's a lot of what I'm doing lately is just being like, I don't know, period. Which is hilarious because my entertainment networking company is called In the Know. So I'm in the know, but I don't know. I'm such a know-it-all, except what I'm doing. But I also don't want anyone to really tell me, because then I feel like I'm giving up control. And I think a big part of the process is also being able to recognize when that's happening and say it's okay. Chill out. I don't know how to relax at all. I schedule myself out by the minute. It works, but in the long run, I think I need to find a better balance. I need to take more time for myself. I think I just need to schedule in me time. I need a different job where I'm not driving for 2 hours a day, and then I can schedule in some me time. But overall, things are going pretty good. Mercury is going into retrograde, which I filmed an episode with the psychic today. Sorry, Mom and Dad. She and I discussed how Mercury going into retrograde affects different things. And Mercury, the actual planet going into retrograde, is a real thing in, like, cosmos. Me and my friend Christina, who I talked with, who's in law school, took a class. Mercury itself doesn't actually start going in opposite direction. It's just the way that the Earth perceives Mercury, because it's on the other side of another planet that's rotating faster. So it looks as though Mercury is going backwards. I don't know if I explained that well. Either way, there is scientific and real truth and backing here to a lot of things. No wonder so many people believe in horoscopes. It's because it's recognizing patterns. It's not like the universe, bleh. We're about to get spiritual on this show. The psychic is great. I might release that one next week just because it was so good. I also, this week, one of the agents at work who I've become close friends with, she invited me to go to this women's empowerment event. This author, Elise Loehnen, who wrote this book called On Good. When she wrote the book On Our Best Behavior, she was incredible. The event was so cool. It was at the store called AETHER. They make like cold weather clothes, and you can actually try it on in their ice box that I got to go into. It was 28 degrees in there, which is below freezing. I got to meet so many cool people and asked Elise and also the other speaker, Margaret Corcoran, if they would come on my show. So hopefully we'll have them on at some point and you guys can hear from them. They just had a lot of insight into research on what it means to be a woman in today's age and how we need to stop competing with each other and like there can only be one sense, and really work together and support each other and create a network that builds us all up instead of tears other women down. Very exciting stuff.
Incredible. Amazing. Delilah Megahy, welcome
Hello.
to Pardon My Success.
I'm so honored. I'm honored to be on it.
Oh my gosh. And happy belated birthday, baby.
Thank you. I'm at the big age of 24 now.
And we're finally the same age for the 3 months that have existed throughout the year, every year. For those that don't know, I have known Delilah since I was 3 years old. We started dancing together at the Belleville
Basically
School
out of the
Ballet. Literally out of the womb, right out,
Yes.
and there we were. Oh God, I'll definitely have to put some photos up of us as children,
God.
little,
Okay,
big,
yeah.
little bitty babies. And this was our season. This was our time. Nutcracker season was upon.
Nutcracker season. It was the time.
It was terrifying.
Oh, geez. It was something.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Delilah. Give us a little quick rundown.
Okay. Well, my name is Delilah. I am currently a senior at Southern Illinois University, majoring in biology, minoring in chemistry, planning on applying to dental schools, so hoping to drill into some teeth someday. And yeah, I work as a dental assistant right now. It's fun.
How has that been?
So fun. I mean, I love it. I mean, I definitely see how, like, you know, it's not for everyone, but I mean, I love it. Being able to have part in, like, people's confidence, because I feel like a lot of people, you know, like, their smile is their confidence. Like, I know, at least for me, it is. Seeing them be thankful for, like, getting that confidence back, like, I don't know. It's a very fulfilling job.
Oh my gosh. That's
And, like,
amazing.
everyone I work with is so nice. I love the whole office, the dentist that I work for, like, they're all so nice.
When did you decide you wanted to be a dentist?
It was probably, like, I think like right before I went into college. I wanted to go into healthcare, like after both my grandparents are doctors, by the way. After seeing them, like, and seeing like the difference they were able to make in people's lives, but then I was like, I don't know if like being a doctor is really what I want to do. Like I've always been interested in teeth. I've always loved going to the dentist, and I was like, it just seemed like the perfect like ideal job for me. I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to help people, but I want to help them with their teeth.
I remember when you told me about you becoming a dentist, and I was always very confused. So
a lot of people are.
Because, like, for some background, Delilah and I, as children, were like the blind leading the blind. We made a lot of very
I
questionable.
don't know how we survived to this point.
Divine intervention. Like, there's no other way that we are.
Yeah. like I said, not sure how we made it out of some of those,
but we did.
Here we are.
We made it, and we're here. But like, Delilah was the girly that like I was getting into trouble with. We didn't mean any harm. We really didn't. We were just like,
we just want to hang out. Like,
we would have one person would have an idea, and I'd be like, oh my god, that sounds great. What if we actually took it to another level? And we just went back and forth like that for years. From the age of 13 to 13.
Yeah.
And then we had to get separated. Yeah. We were separated for,
oh my gosh,
for a long time.
And then
you became a rave girl.
We were able to see each other. Yes, I did. Yeah. Shout out to Colorado and college for introducing me to EDM.
Literally, and that was crazy. I was like, my little pretty pink ballerina bestie is suddenly has green hair and every piercing in the book. And that was a switch up for me. And so I didn't see you for like, what was that, like 8 years to 6?
It was a long time.
It wasn't until you came and visited LA while I was living here, like last year.
Yes, that we actually got to hang out for like more than 5 minutes.
No, literally, of unsupervised hangout time. But we've grown. Yeah. We've aged. We have. We've learned. We've lived. I'm very proud of us. And now she's becoming a dentist. We did not see that coming.
What can I say? I'm cultured here.
Yes, she is. Can you tell me what happened with dance? Like, we danced together, obviously, our entire lives.
Well, I mean, I stopped when I went to high school because, like, freshman year, I remember, like, I wanted to do cheerleading. And I couldn't do both. And I was like, I remember I went up to Miss Patty and I was like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm going to be done. I'm going to go be a cheerleader. And she was so mad. I was so scared to go talk to her, too. I was so scared. I walked in there and I had started crying already because I was, like, so scared of this woman. I was, like, already crying before I even said it. She was terrible.
This woman who owned our dance studio was worse than Abby Lee. Abby Lee had nothing on Miss Patty.
Nothing on Miss Patty. Like,
the dance moms
so,
of
like,
this studio
mild. It's so tame.
Nothing. I was being blamed wrongly. I was being wrongly blamed for like breaking people's legs. Like, it was
that was oh my god. I swear Miss Patty also had it out for you. She was like literally blaming everything on you, and I'm like,
I got blamed for so much that I was like, I literally didn't even do this.
I just remember we would be laughing about like all the like out of pocket stuff that she was like saying you were doing. I was like, how is May even like correlated with any of this?
That was a rough time. And so in high school, when I was 13, I was like, I'm out. I went to high school in St. Louis, so like I switched to a different dance studio, but we came from such a traumatic dance studio.
So after you were gone, I was like, there's no reason I even want to like be here. Like, what the hell?
And I'm proud of you for that because it was a very toxic environment.
It was a time
we had there. It was scary. But we lived. But what other creative pursuits do you have going on? I know you do the necklace wrapping and stuff like that.
Yeah, I have been trying to make a bunch of new things. I made this necklace. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, that's so cute.
I made this really cool, like, it was a skull pendant, which is honestly probably like the most like intricate piece of like wire wrapping that I've ever done. It was really cool. I gifted it to my boyfriend, but it was sudden death inspired. My favorite artist, but he wears like the deer skull when he plays. So I made a little deer skull pendant, and it turned out pretty cool. I wish I could show it to you right now, but
I feel like everyone, even those of us studying to become dentists, have to have some sort of creative outlet no matter where it is, you know what I mean?
And, like, I mean, in dentistry, like, all you're doing is working with your hands, so, like, for me, it also just kind of, like, something that I do for fun, like, I like to make stuff, and I like to make stuff to give to people, you know? Like, I love creating something that I think people are gonna like, and I'm like, "Oh, like, I have, like, this idea in mind for somebody because I know, like, this will, like, embody, like, how I view them, like, their vibe," you know? I love just, like it's hard for me because, like, I really wanna, like, make stuff to sell, but everything I make, I'm like, "I just wanna, like, give it to my friends or wear it." I have, like, had a lot of people ask me to, like, buy things. Like, I went to Sundance Festival and, like, my boyfriend was wearing the pendant I made him, and I had so many people, like, they were all, like, asking him, like, where he got it and all this, and then, like, ask for, like, my numbers and be like, "Can you make me one just like it?" I'm like, "Oh, wow." Some people were saying they'd pay, like, $100 for it, and I was like,
Oh my God. You could make a solid buck there. I saw this thing recently that was like amateur, like versus professional. The difference is that amateur actually means for the love of amour, like,
yeah,
and versus professional, like where you're actually doing it for money. And I think there is something really
yeah,
beautiful about when you're creating things simply for the love of doing it and for other people. And
yeah,
like, it's not a monetary transactional thing. Um,
yeah.
but when you're able to turn something you love into money, like,
It's always a plus. Like, I also don't wanna, like, have to, like, feel like I have to, like, start making things, like, a lot because I also make stuff on my own time, like, I don't have a lot of time. I'm in school
yeah,
full time, like, I work, like, 2 jobs, like,
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't have that much time to, like, be making stuff, like, on command for people, so, like, I don't want it to get to the point where it feels like it's something I have to do versus something I wanna be doing.
Something I've really struggled with. Yeah, is it worth it? Like, how much time are you willing to give
Yeah,
up to pursue to this? And like,
yeah.
do you want to make it into a job where it's something you have to do? Yeah, like it takes the love out of it. It does take the joy out of it to an
Yeah.
extent, but it's like if you're able to do it in a way where you're still able to be authentic and genuine and on your own time and not feeling like a lot of pressure about it, it would be great. But like,
Mhm.
it's hard to get the world and the stars to align for
Yeah. But also, trial and error for things.
if somebody was like, "I'll give you a salary to just wrap jewelry instead of being a dentist," would you do it?
I don't know if I would do it for like, it's just kinda like a hobby for me. I mean, I really like it, I do, but, like, it doesn't have the same impact on people's lives that I wanna be making on people's lives,
Yeah,
you know? Like, people, like, will wear jewelry, cool, and that's one thing I love about dentistry, like, there's art involved in it, you know? You don't just, like, fix people's teeth, you have to fix them and make them look good. Cosmetic dentistry, I've been thinking about a lot, is starting to think I wanna specialize in, like, cosmetic dentistry over just,
yeah.
like, general dentistry because I mean, it is an art. People come in who don't need dental work, like, their teeth are fine, and they come in purely because they don't have what they want in their smile, and, like, they are losing confidence, like, being able to make their teeth look so pretty that it brings their confidence back is, like I mean, that's a cool thing, you know? It's one thing I love about, like, dentistry, like, it's, like, art, but also healthcare.
I've also seen, like, some of those videos of dentists. It's so detailed and so intricate, but you gotta make them
Mhm.
look just messed up enough that they look natural and things like that.
So they're natural yeah, that is one thing. Because there's a lot of cosmetic dentists that make people's veneers paper white, like, way too they don't look natural, and they just look almost out of place, and, like, I get, like, some people ask for that, but, like, I don't know, I feel like there's a point where you're like, "I gotta give it, like, some character," you know? Like, you still want them to look like teeth, not
100%.
like a piece of paper.
No, I agree. I think there's something beautiful to imperfection, especially living in LA. There is such a fixation on cosmetic surgeries and like veneers.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to look a certain way. But the thing
Mhm.
is, you can look around and see the people that look that way, and it becomes like paper. It's very bland. Everyone just looks exactly the same. They have the
Yeah,
exact same teeth, the
yeah.
exact same nose, and it's all Bella Hadid's nose.
They go in with the same photo, and they're like, "Give me this."
This is what I want. They have Botox, they have lip injections, they have it all, and they all look the same,
Yeah.
and they wonder why nobody likes them. But I think us as a society really need to work on that
Oh, yeah,
too,
they
in like
definitely Oh,
embracing
yeah.
differences and embracing uniqueness.
Yeah.
And it's the things that make you look different that I do think make you the most beautiful. And working in the entertainment industry, especially, there's a lot of things that specifically now are pointing towards looking for people that look different, look remarkable, look recognizable. There's somebody that you can pick out of a
Yeah,
crowd.
and I feel like that also builds confidence, like, for people, like, embracing what is unique about yourself instead of, like, saying this is a norm that you need to fit to make it.
I'm sure this is something you face probably often, where it's like piercings and tattoos and things like that, like going into public and like working as a professional. It's like the attitude even towards that is really changing.
When I was in Colorado, the first dentist I had shadowed, so like I had like, you know, I have 6 face piercings, 2 lip piercings, which I didn't like go in there without a mask on for like the first like month I shadowed. And I was like leaving one day and I like took my mask off and she was like, oh. And I was like, what? And she was like, I didn't realize you had all those holes in your face. And I was like, oh. Yeah, and she was like, at least you don't have any tattoos. You can't see my tattoos when I'm wearing like scrubs. And I was like, yeah. But then like at the office I work at now, like to be fair, for my interview, I did take all my piercings out and I did have lime green hair that I dyed black to go in. And it's funny because I laugh about that with them now. They were like, we probably still would have hired you with lime green hair, you know? And I was like, wow. And I wear all my face piercings and I was like, so I dyed my hair for nothing?
I was on your story that you had dyed your hair brown and I was like, wait a minute. What's happening?
We just switched it up.
We literally, you were like, there was a disturbance in the force. Like we had to equate out the universe.
Like,
all things, finally level as all things should be.
Yes.
You know, perfect.
Yes, it was great talking to you.
Thank you for coming on.
I love you too.
I love you so much. I
Thank you
miss
for
you
having
dearly.
me.
I'm sorry I'm not going.
I miss you too. Plan another trip out there to come see you. That's the better of the 2 situations anyway.
I love you so much, and we will talk to you
Yes.
soon. Thank you so much for coming
I
on.
love you too. Yes, of course. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
I love you so much.
I hope you guys are having a good winter right now anywhere that's cold. It's like the 70s here, which is great, and I hope you guys are getting excited for the holidays, and I'm excited to post an episode midnight on Christmas Day. I love you guys. I will see you next week.
Are you PMSing?